Hello, this is Scopy. Welcome to my 16-bit Wars Sega vs Nintendo video. Today we are looking at the game Another World. This originally came out in 1991 on the Commodore Amiga 500 and was a cinematic platformer designed and developed by Eric Chahai. The protagonist of the game is Lester, a young genius physicist. Lester arrives at his high-tech underground laboratory during a thunderstorm, and continues to work on his experiment using a particle accelerator. Of course, things don't go to plan and lightning strikes the laboratory, an explosion opening a hole in time and space, teleporting Lester to a barren, alien planet. So first up is the Sega Mega Drive version, looking similar to the Amiga original only with slightly different colors. The sound effects, however, is not so good and the samples sounding scratchy. Take particular note of the speed at which this runs at. It feels pretty responsive and moves along at a nice pace overall. Watch out for those damn slug things. They can be very annoying and they drop down with little warning. For its time, this game was a bit of a jaw-dropper and was very cinematic, using excellently done cutscenes. The characters were all done using vectors and gave it a very different look from other games at the time. The gameplay can be very trial and error, proving frustrating, but I find the intriguing story and atmosphere was enough for me to make it through to see the fantastic ending. I would like to give a shout out to the Retro Asylum guys. They have inspired me to make this video. They make some fantastic 8-bit and 16-bit videos and there's nothing better than sitting down and taking a tea break while watching their vids, so please check out their website, www.retroasylum.com. So here's the Super Nintendo version, looking and sounding much more like the Amiga original. But what the hell is this loading? Not good at all. You may have noticed that this is running a lot slower and is quite unresponsive. And where are all the slugs gone that were up on the cave roof? Yeah, the speed and response time does not feel as good as the Sega version. It just seems to chug a bit. I wonder if it has something to do with the Super NES processor having trouble with the vectors, or maybe it's just the programming. This is getting really slow, so I'm going to cut some of this out. I think you get the idea. So overall, the Nintendo version has the better graphics and sounds, but the Sega Mega Drive has the faster gameplay. And we all know that gameplay is king. Am I right, people? So yes, I have to give this one to Sega. Thanks everyone for listening. Goodbye.